Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm just going to be talking a little bit about some of my reading goals for the year of 2016. For 2015, my main reading goal was that I was challenged to read 365 books, and I beat that. I read 390 pieces of literature in 2015, and it was actually really quite exhausting. As much as I do find it fun to chase after those really large number goals and like almost the absurdity of it all, I did find that oftentimes I was just reading books I wasn't very interested or didn't really like for the sake of saying that I finished them, so I could tack them onto that number. So in 2016, for the first time really since I joined Goodreads and all of that, I'm not going to be doing a Goodreads challenge. I'm not going to set myself some sort of arbitrary number to chase after, because this year I want to focus more on reading books where I'm really excited about every single book, and I'm doing my best to enjoy every single book that I read. Now, this doesn't mean I'm going to give up my sort of jack of all trades, master of none approach to books, in that I will read everything but the kitchen sink in order to expose myself to a wide array of literatures. I'm just not going to pick up things where I have like a blip of interest just to say that I read it, or if it's just because it's a quick read and I can tack it onto a number. The other thing that's a little different about 2016 is that I don't have any sort of kill my TBR projects, because I did kill my TBR. Last year in 2015, I believe I had somewhere between 55 and 60 physical and digital books in my TBR, so books that I'd owned that I had not read yet, and I killed that TBR in 2015. I did that through two ways. One, actually reading them, and two, there were some books that I gave away or sold and donated back because I realized I didn't want to read them anymore and I wasn't interested. Which leads to another goal in 2016, which is not to do any arbitrary buying. I was really good about this in 2015. I really only bought books that I wanted to read. This year, because I have moved into a new place, I have extremely limited space as to where I can put things, i.e., I have no more bookshelf space. I have books sitting in boxes at the foot of my bed. I'm only going to buy books that not only do I know I want them in physical form and I want them like displayed on my shelf, they're probably going to be books in series that I'm already collecting. For example, when Morningstar by Pierce Brown releases on February 9th, I already have pre-ordered that book. That book actually I think is going to my parents' place because I accidentally ordered it to there. And that book, something will shift to make room for that book. When a new Book in the Bone season series comes out, I will buy that book. So it's really, for me, kind of continuing series that I already own, as opposed to just, ooh, that book looks pretty, I want to buy it. Now I look at the book and say, how big is it? How long is it? Do I really want to say that I own it? Can I possibly get it from my library? Maybe I can just get it as an ebook and be okay. There's a lot more decision making going into the buying of books, which again, I'd sort of started in 2015. I now am fairly particular about the books that I buy because I look at them very much as a kind of collector's purpose. So I'm just going to try and continue that in 2016 and maybe take it even a step further. I will also, like 2015, attend the Nova Teen Book Festival this year, which is on March 5th, and I will be going with a very good friend of mine, and I will try to remember to take pictures and maybe some video and do things, and we'll see what happens, because knowing me, I'm ADHD, I'll forget things. 2016 is actually going to be a really interesting year for me, I think. Backroom Whispering Productions is going to go into full-blown production on our fiction podcast, which we have been working on. The pilot is going through its really final significant rounds of edits this month, which is going to be so exciting, and we're going to then start writing the next couple episodes. The book table launched this past year, and so we're going to continue doing those, and that's, again, incredibly exciting. I've never been a part of something like this before in terms of strictly audio, no video production, and it's been a wild learning experience, and I love it. So this year, it's really all about just reading what I want to read. No more chasing an arbitrary number. No more trying to prove that I'm clearly one of the most insane people for thinking she would try to read 365 books in 1 year, because who seriously wants to try doing that? This year, it's just go back to reading maybe only a few books, but books that I really want to read when I pick them up. And not having a TBR gives me that freedom. But that's it for me today, you guys, and so until next time, cheers.